Hey everyone, it's Jared from acousticnature.com, and today I'm recording nature sounds in the Congaree National Park. Now, if you know about the Congaree, you're probably thinking that it doesn't look like I'm there because these are tall pine trees behind me, not the massive bald cypress trees that you would expect. And that's because I'm at the Bluff campground here, and I'm at my campsite. And originally I had planned to camp here for 4 nights in the wilderness backcountry sections of the park, but part of what makes this place so beautiful is the fact that the river floods here frequently, and that is what brings all the nutrients to the trees and allows them to grow so big. Well, right now is one of those times that the river has flooded and the entire wilderness section of the park is underwater. Here is the Congaree. So I had to change my plans and actually book a campsite here, and unfortunately tonight is the only night that they had available. So unless anybody cancels or some other kind of magic happening, I may only be able to stay here for a night. And today we're going to get really high winds. They're already starting now. It's going to be about 25-mile-an-hour gusts until the evening, and then it's supposed to rain at night. So I would be lying to you if I said I came to the Congaree to record wind. But it is what it is. I'm going to make some recordings here this afternoon. The wind blowing through these pine trees does make a pretty unique sound, and probably take a night excursion out onto the raised boardwalk and set up some microphones there tonight. So, wish me luck. Hey everyone, this is my recording setup for the wind that I was just talking about. I've got my DIY binaural microphone here with 2 winter hats on here for wind protection. And I have it bungeed to this tree, which is attached to this dry bag, which has my Sony D100 down here in the bottom. And I'll show you the way this works. Okay, I've just taken the winter hats off so you can see how this works a little bit better. I've made this array of thin 1/8 inch wire that goes into this dense PVC foam. And these push in there pretty far, and I'm able to hook the bungee cord on either side to them. And by the way, this SAS designed it from Vicky's design. She's pretty well known in the community for making her DIY SAS light. I took a lot of inspiration from her to make this from a yoga block, a couple pieces of metal, some acoustic foam, and these wires that I already mentioned. So this works really well for me. I'm trying to get out there, but I think I'm going to have to stop here. I'm already almost up to my knees, and looks like it only gets deeper from here. The other thing that I'm thinking is that this boardwalk's probably not designed for over a foot of water and a human to be walking on it. I really don't want to fall through. So I got my field recording backpack on with all of my gear. That'd not be good. Hey everyone, it's a few minutes before sunset, and now it's looking like the Congaree. And one thing that has me surprised right now is how quiet it is. And I'm not talking about the lack of noise pollution, because there's plenty of airplanes in the background. Talking about the wildlife here. I'm really surprised that there's no frogs chorusing right now. Maybe I missed their breeding season, but by my research, I haven't. I've heard some Cope's gray tree frogs, some peepers, a few green frogs, and some barred owls throughout the day, just kind of randomly today. But considering the downpour that we had today and the cloudy weather, I thought tonight would be crazy time for the frogs. So, anyways, here on the boardwalk, and I'm going to set up my first drop rig for the night here. I've chosen this spot on the boardwalk because over here there's a lot of down trees in here. Should make for a good habitat for wildlife to hang out on, and it's more of the same over on this side. Lots of downed large trees. I'm gonna put this down and probably do a time lapse here. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I'm no longer in the Congaree. I chose to leave rather than waiting to see if another camping spot would open up for tonight because of noise pollution. I first noticed it when I was laying in the hammock, and what I was hearing was this constant low frequency rumbling sound between 50 and 80 hertz, and it never stopped. It literally never stopped. Once I noticed it, I couldn't stop noticing it, and it never went away. Now, I think that this sound is of a nearby airport because every once in a while a jet would all of a sudden come out of nowhere from that low rumbling, and it would be very loud. So there are a couple airports that are close by, but because of that incessant low rumbling sound, that's why I didn't wait to see if they could accommodate me tonight. So we're on the road. I'm looking forward to listening to my recordings last night. I also got one other recording that I'm excited about with 3 pileated woodpeckers all on the same tree, pecking and being very vocal with one another. And yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring our next destination. Should be there soon.